Hey guys, what's going on? It's Joe here, JG52 Tops. Today I'm coming back with my second video, and I'm going to be showing off my 1963 Tops set progress, I guess you could call it. Yesterday I went to a guy who had 63 Tops from the pack. Like, he didn't open the pack, but he had them from when he was a kid, and he said he really didn't do anything with them. So I went and bought his collection of 63 Tops. So I'm getting pretty close. The only cards that I really need are the Mickey Mantle and the Sandy Koufax. Other than that, I think I'm pretty good. I have all the big cards. But I just want to give a plug to Vintage Cards Steve. He's also new here on YouTube. He gave me a really nice plug in his latest video. So you should go check him out. That's Vintage with a capital V, and then Cards is all one word. Vintage Cards with a capital C, and then space Steve with a capital S. Vintage Cards Steve. So go check him out. I'll have his link in the description. He has a lot of nice cards. He only has 4 videos, but he makes some quality content, and I'd like to see some more videos from him too. He gave me a really nice plug, so I really appreciate that, Steve. That's what's cool about this. As soon as I got on and showed my first video of the 68 Tops, he was already plugging me. So really appreciate that, man. And now I'll get into the 63s. So this is the first series, just pretty much all commons. As you can see, I have a pretty decent amount of them. They're in pretty decent shape. I'll just kind of scroll through a little bit. Koufax here on the top with Bob Gibson, Robin Roberts. You can kind of see Don Drysdale. Phillies, gotta plug the Phillies. So I have a pretty good stack of these. Cool story about Ryan Duran. They said that he threw about 102, 103, sometimes 105. But as you can see, he always wore glasses. He had no idea where the ball was going, ever. So as a batter, I know I hate facing pitchers who can't throw strikes, especially guys who throw hard and can't throw strikes. Tony Gonzalez, another talented Philly back in the day. The Angels. I love the team cards from 63. I just think they are so good looking. As is every card in this set. I think this set is the best set besides the 52s. There's Casey Stengel when he was a Mets manager. I really do. I think this set is the best set since 1962 Tops. Tommy Aaron, Hank Aaron's brother. There's a question, and the guy who I bought these from recently, yesterday, he told me that the question was, who are the duo of brothers who hit the most home runs in Major League history? Well, that's easy. Hank Aaron and Tommy Aaron. Hank Aaron hit 756. There's the Dave DeBusschere. Played in the MLB and the NBA. Kind of cool. That's cool about this set. They have a couple cool cards that a lot of people, have a backstory, and a lot of people don't know about. Elston Howard, Yankees legend. So Cincinnati Reds. I love the team cards. It just looks so vintage and just so cool. So as you can see, I'm pretty good, friendly foes, with the first series. I have a lot of the first series. I think I only need a couple more of these leader cards, and then I'll have the entire first series. I think I have like 95 of those. The Hall of Famers I have from the first series. Al Kaline. Another one of these friendly foes cards. I bought that off eBay. Probably should have waited. Richie Ashburn, one of the best Phillies of all time. Ashburn Alley, out there in left center at Citizens Bank Park. Love going to Citizens Bank Park. It's one of the best parks in the bigs. And then Robin Roberts, another Philly legend. So that's the whole first series. Let me try to speed this up a little bit. Second series, and what's cool is, like, I love looking at these cards, so it's cool to put them in order. Kind of just, you get to see all the old players, that a lot of people forgot about over the years. So that's actually, this is another cool part of the 63 set. I saw this from, I think it was the Vintage Composer said this, but I thought it looked like him. This is actually Ron Santo. That's not Don Landrum. So kind of a little mishap from Topps, but they do it in almost every vintage set. They have a little bit of a mishap, you know, with a player being on a card that's not actually the player. Bob Uecker, announcer in Major League. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just look up Major League. Dick Groat, great player for the Pirates. So as you can see, then you get into these really cool World Series action picks. There's Roger Maris, Steve Tresh. I think that's what his name is. I think it's Steve Tresh. Tom Tresh, sorry, not Steve. And the Game 7. So you can see there's the Pirates back when they were really good. So that's the series. I think you'd call it Series 2, even though they're all ones on the back. So then the cards I have for this series, really nice Roger Maris here. As you can see, it's pretty good shape. Bought this on eBay for like 20 bucks. I thought it was a really good deal. Love the action photo of him swinging the bat. And then the other one, Yaz. It's in not that good a shape, but I got it on a Facebook deal. That's where I got a majority of these, besides the deal from the original collector. I bought a guy out on Facebook. He was selling like 300 of them. And that's a good thing about Facebook, man. You can get on Facebook groups and just, you know, Louis Aparicio. You can just, you know, find a group that, you know, interests you, join the group, and then you know, you can really start to trade with people. And I've traded and bought from a lot of different people. There's Gil Hodges, and that's very valuable because, you know, this guy who I bought from, he said 300 of these in pretty good shape for, or 350 of these in good shape for 300 bucks, and there wasn't really any doubles. So I have a pretty good start on the set. So that's why I bought him out, but that's not really the point. The point is Facebook groups are great because it allows, it's like YouTube, it allows you to be connected to people that are interested in the same hobby, and then you can utilize that to get the cards that you need. That's a great one. Power Plus, Ernie Banks and Hank Aaron. I bought that from the guy yesterday. He said as a kid that was his favorite card, other than the Yogi Berra. And then Louis Aparicio. Bought that on eBay. So now we get to series, I believe it's 4, even though the numbers are all 3s. And I have a lot of these. I'm pretty close to this whole stack of cards. Like I said, I'm only missing the Mickey Mantle and the Sandy Koufax. So if you, Gene Mauch, Phillies manager, if you know anyone, or if you have a Koufax from 63 or a Mickey Mantle from 63, I'd be willing to trade or buy, because I really would like to complete this set just so I can have it. You know, I think it's a beautiful set, and I really want to complete it. So the 3 level is stacked with players. First one being Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks. That's probably one of the best condition cards I have in this set. It's really nice all the way around. The corners aren't really worn. The color's really good. There's no creases. Hank Aaron. Love that photo of Hank. Willie Mays. I bought that off eBay from Canada. So it's a little beat up, but... And then a trimmed Yogi Berra. I think I paid like 15 bucks for it. I made the guy an offer on eBay. So that's, we're getting close now to the end here. So it's going to flip through the 400 level. I love the rookie stars too. A lot of people don't like how there's 4 and 1, but I just think it's so clever, and I think it's so like period relatable for that time. Fred Hutchinson, good story about him. He was the manager that gave Pete Rose his opportunity, and he gave Pete, obviously, a chance when a lot of people didn't know if Pete was going to be any good in 1963 spring training. And, I mean, he died. I think he died a little bit before Pete won the batting title, but this is the manager who gave Pete Rose his confidence, kind of, in the major leagues. So, Pete Rose is my all-time favorite player. So, obviously, anything relating to Pete, I'm kind of interested in. So, you know, I think it's really cool that a guy would do that, you know, and that's kind of relatable to me in a little bit, in a way, of my college team, because in my college team, I was not recruited heavily, but I was recruited, and you know, my coach gave me a chance, and I ended up playing a lot and being pretty successful. So Jim Pearsall, known for his crazy temper, good player, but had a crazy temper. I think they made a movie about him. That's a cool thing about these too. You can see they kind of greened out the backgrounds. And that's not an error of the card. It's just Topps greened out the backgrounds for some reason. So the two Hall of Famers that I have for the 400s are Whitey Ford. I don't have many Whitey Ford cards in good condition. And then one of the best pitchers of all time. If I'd have to make my team, him and Nolan Ryan would be my guys, I think. Because I would not want to face them. And then the last series here for my 63s is obviously the high number series, the 500s. These are a little harder to get. They're a little more rare, and they're a little more expensive, obviously, because by the time they started releasing high numbers, was already kind of into football season. And there's the last card, Johnny Temple, 576. It was already into football season, so you know, kids weren't really buying baseball cards. So that's why the 500 level is a little more expensive. And it also carries the three of the most expensive cards of the set. So I'll start off with the first 5 number. I have Duke Snider, card number 550. Pretty beat up. I got it for like $4 on eBay. Roberto Clemente himself. I picked that up yesterday from the guy who originally got it out of a pack. I love that Clemente card. Then the second most valuable card in the set, next to the Mickey Mantle and Pete Rose rookie, is the 1963 Willie Stargell rookie. Card number 553. I got this off eBay. I won it in an auction for about $80. And then finally, my favorite card I own, my Pete Rose rookie. 1963 Topps Pete Rose rookie. And I got this from a card show, the Philly show, when I was about 12 years old. I searched every booth that sold vintage cards, and I eventually found this one for about $300, and I pulled the trigger. So that's my 1963 Topps set progress. I'll keep you guys updated on how I'm doing. Thanks for watching, and remember to go subscribe to Vintage Cards Steve. All right, guys, have a good day. Peace out.